welcome in to this week's episode of Unrolled Stories, a D&D campaign set in the world of Alvoria. We are back with these wonderful humans. Sadly, Emma's internet has decided to die this week, so Lesley will be continuing his great escapades in the tavern. It's almost like we accidentally set it up at the end of last session. But we're here to roll some dice, attempt some questionable accents, and hopefully tell a decent story regardless. We do have a few announcements up top, so I will pass over to Andrew.
Thank you, Gethin. And from the boffins of Runic Press comes What's My Foundation? This sequel takes the same thoughtful, engaging approach as the hit prequel, What's My Motivation? And instead applies it to setting, allowing you to build worlds with the same sort of maddening depth as building a character. Whether you're a game master, author, designer, or creative dreamer, What's My Foundation will help you start at the beginning. Literally. From the very moment of creating the world and starting your own creation myths, all the way up to incredibly complicated and detailed political worlds that continue to move when you're not looking. So follow the link below to What's My Foundation on Kickstarter and ask the big questions. Back to you, Gethin.
Wonderful. Yes, these guys have been working on that Kickstarter for a while, so it's great for it to be out. I think it's currently, at the point this episode airs, still just a pre-launch page, but the Kickstarter itself will be going full bore very soon. So
live soon.
Yeah.
Editorializing in the moment.
It's technically got a Kickstarter page. Yeah, you can verify that. Speaking of Kickstarter, hopefully at the point this video goes out, my first Kickstarter pre-launch page will be out as well. Myself and a couple of the people from Runic Press actually are doing a Kickstarter for Daggerheart. Kickstarter is Wondrous Environments. 50-odd environment stat blocks for Daggerheart of fantastical places for you to have your players explore, delve into that kind of new mechanic that Daggerheart has that haven't really seen before. Wonderful art, great team. I'm really excited for it. And yeah, that launch page should be up at the point this episode goes out. If it's not, I'll have cut this and you won't hear it anyway. So go look in the description below to go follow Wondrous Environments to see when that Kickstarter launches as well. And hopefully there should also be another video out for it on the channel, kind of going into it in more details, where I'll be replying to comments in the direction if anyone has any questions more about the Kickstarter. So go find that. I'll try and link it in a card somewhere. On with the usual ones.
On it. They can't get it out.
Exactly. If you're looking for new dice, or perhaps a new dice tray for your next game of Daggerheart D&D, or Draw Steel, now that one's out, go check out Dakota Irish. Beautiful dice to suit all of your TTRPG and board gaming needs. You can grab yourself 10% off at checkout by using code TheWelshDM or using the affiliate link in the description below.
And you can never have enough dice.
Standard. Agreed. I can confirm, Andrew got us all lovely dice for this campaign from Dakota Irish. He gifted to us last week. And they're wonderful.
Thanks. Seldom.
And there you go.
One's got a skull in it.
You too can buy the unofficial Unrolled Stories dice sets from Dakota Irish.
We'll have to link them on like social media after this. So just like, these are the ones for each character.
Your audio sounds a bit muffled, so that sounded exactly like a 1940s advert.
Well, hello there.
A reminder, you can listen to episodes of Unrolled Stories at a podcast. Usually they go out the Wednesday after the Saturday on YouTube. The last one didn't, because I forgot about it until after we got back from our getaway. But usually they go out the Wednesday after they air on YouTube. So give ourselves a listen over on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, etc. And don't forget to like, start, review, and everything to hopefully let other people find the podcast. Lastly, as always, in this game we make use of Reimagined Classes that are available on the DM's Guild if you want to embody Balrick, Lesley, Ximori, or Aderyn at your tables and the more interesting versions of those D&D classes. And NPC art and character art was done by the wonderful Aderyn Angiolini. You can go support them on their Art Venturing Guild over on Patreon and get the NPC art for yourself. And Chibi battle map art, if we use it, was done by WeTheDreamingDesigns. So definitely go check out those artists and support real artists. With all of that out of the way, nice long introduction for once, I think it's time to continue telling our story. previously, it was Entombment Day. Having frequented the Crystal Lantern and made your orders, you went and acquired the Electrum necessary to purchase the items. Excuse me. Completed your order. They are now being worked on with a expected completion date within a week. And then you enjoyed the parade of Malachi Teotzadan, the heir to the Imperial throne, and his wife going through the city in celebration of Entombment Day, the holy festival day of Jade Knight Church that particularly focuses on specifically Rethmexiel Teotzadan, the original saviour of the Empire, but by extension the entire royal family. Ximori got caught up in it, as you would expect of them, being so dedicated to the church. And varying announcements were made, including the redistribution of 2 of the city's 3 permanent Stormcrest regiments to join the crusade that would be heading into Cascadia within the coming days. Following that, you went and attended the dramatic telling of the Shrew on the Water fable from Jade Knight culture. Much to Leslie's chagrin, it was entirely in a language he didn't understand, and he completely fumbled his date. But the rest of you kind of enjoyed it, because I think all of you could speak Draconic, at least in some capacity. During all of this, Arquen noticed on multiple occasions the compatriots who claimed to know him, even though he doesn't know them himself, nosing around and acting a little suspiciously, even if they didn't actually do anything that he feared they would potentially do at such an auspicious occasion. As you were all wandering back, having said goodbye to Lesley as he tried to salvage his date back at the Golden Moon, you were walking back through the dark city streets. Balrick began to hear the cries and the call of his former wife. Not the first time that's happened, but not that he's told any of you that. Chasing him through the streets as he wound through the alleyways, eventually you came to an abandoned house. The door kind of smashed in long ago, and seemingly everything inside either destroyed, taken, or left to decay over some years, where Balrick had an impassioned, if slightly angry, conversation with a ghost. A ghost to the rest of you appearing as a shapeless shadow of kind of smoke, but to Balrick's eyes, the clearest reimagining of his wife. In that moment, the ghost attempted to possess him, and through the sure-hearted memory of his son in his blade, was able to repel the possession. At which point the ghost dropped its guise, revealing its generic form to Balrick. Another one shifted out of the walls, being drawn to the grief and trauma in the room, and the shadows themselves began to rise up and coalesce, seeking out the rise in tension and palpable fear gathering in the room, which is where we will pick up, with a couple of you in the doorway, a couple of you still outside, Balrick in the center of the room as these shadows begin to rise up. I need you all to roll initiative.
Yes! Yeah.
Okay, 25 to 20.
Natural 20 for 20.
Nice. Which means technically you lose because they have a higher dex than you.
I tried. I did what I could. I'm within 10 feet of...
yes,
of,
you're...
Yeah, Balrick,
Yeah. Auras and stuff like that are fine. Ghosts go first, then Arquen. 20 to 15.
15.
18.
Everyone.
15.
15, 18. Sarah?
18.
Higher dex out of Sarah and Ximori?
+2.
Yep, Ximori.
Ximori.
And Balrick goes before Tauri.
Aderyn. Balrick. Wow, really condensed initiative. Because you're all going before then the other combatants. We'll theatre of the mind this, because it's a fairly cramped room. You have a small shack. You can see the stairs that lead up to a mezzanine style bunk floor. The stairs have been smashed through. One of the ghosts has descended down these stairs essentially to come down. I think Tauri and Aderyn are standing still outside, while Ximori and Arquen, if I remember correctly, had pushed into the room. And Balrick is standing in the center of the room. One ghost did just try to possess you. It doesn't like that it didn't succeed. It doesn't get its possession back, and so it's going to make 2 withering touch attacks against you, Balrick. For a 8 and a 15, neither of which I think hit.
Nope.
So yes, Balrick
wearing armor at the moment, Balrick?
Balrick's armor is just leathers. I think it's perfectly reasonable that he would be wearing it.
Yeah.
Balrick is usually wearing his leathers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in that moment, Balrick, like, you snap out of it, the hunter's instincts kick in, and you just like step away from this thing as it reaches out towards your face. The other one, Arquen, as you kind of step into this room, like surveying that space, see the one that's coming for Balrick. You then see this other one step down. This other one, very quickly, your eyes kind of like focus in on it. You go to draw your blade, and then you're presented with a face that feels familiar. It is of this kind of broad-chested, long-haired, burly elf, kind of a scruffy beard. Eyes like have got like the full crow's feet from laughter more than anything. That is like just reaching out towards you. With a smiling face, and just goes, "It's good to see you again, my love." And I would like you to make me a charisma saving throw, please.
Oh no, on the Paladin. What?
Nat 1. I'll take a picture of that.
Phew!
Well, Nat 20 to Nat 1. You know.
This is not what we rely on you for.
I'm sorry, but you are no longer my allies, so you don't get my aura.
That is entirely true. So you all see in this moment that I'll tell you what, Arquen, you take this over. You are innately, deeply drawn to this man that is in front of you. You tell me what happens in this moment.
I think as this creature sort of, comes towards Arquen looking like someone that he definitely used to know, I think he probably finds himself back in like a dark forest, and suddenly the ghosts that surround them now look like sort of like gruff, sort of like gorilla types, being attacked on all sides as like sort of arrows, crossbow bolts flying all around him, like horses like braying, like charging through the undergrowth, and everyone around him, his friends, now look like dark, cloaked, like armored figures in sort of, in what you would recognize probably as scale guard armor, but he does not recognize them.
Yes, to the rest of you, you see Arquen like reach out to this shimmering mist and shadow smoke creature, and you just see this shadow just absorb into his chest, leak in through what like gambeson like armor he is wearing, and you just see the eyes just like go over with dark shadow, and Arquen turns their blade towards you all in an act to defend the other creatures in the room.
Shit.
Arquen, you are possessed. You are incapacitated, lose control of your body. The ghost now controls your body. I'm going to have you control this.
Cool. I think because Balrick is next to one of the ghosts, he's going to attack Balrick.
What we'll do is it is your turn next. So yes, go for it.
I think he'd cast Divine Favor. His like as a bonus action, like drawing the longsword, the sort of like heat haze that sort of envelops the ghost fire blade, sort of like ignites, as sort of a, sort of like turning from this shimmering heat haze into like this wildfire. And he is going to make 2 attacks against Balrick. That is a 28.
Jesus.
I I would like to spend a point of inspiration for Get Down, as I see Arquen turning to Balrick.
He's at the back, so
I just grab Balrick, one arm out, sort of grab Balrick by the chest, shove him backwards, and turn my back into this attack.
Of someone to do that, or
I think we said.
was it within half movement, or
I think I've said 15 feet before, because half movement can get a bit ridiculous with a barbarian who can leap across battlefields.
Yeah.
So 15 feet is usually a reasonable,
cool.
5 seconds sprint and dash.
Yeah, so that's 1d10 and 1d4 against. I'll use my red dice because I am not your friend anymore.
Oh no, evil dice.
That's 18 damage.
This is why Balrick gets down.
You're not resistant to
he's
it.
very surprised by this. This was all
Not right now, I'm not.
That was a max damage roll.
Ooh.
And second attack against Ximori, I guess.
Yep.
Nat 20.
I was going to say you would have advantage in this moment because in the act of Get Down you have to crash
okay.
for them. But Nat 20's
Alright,
already
well,
been
I'll just see if the other one would have been a nat 20. No.
Yeah, that would have been instant.
So, second attack. Oh, Jesus Christ. 12 times 24, 28 damage.
28 damage.
Yeah.
How you doing, Ximori?
That puts me down to 52.
He's not even bloody. They're not even bloody. Cool, yeah, so you all see this moment where Arquen just starts lashing out, calling out in Elven specifically, to the others, and almost seeming like directing a scene that is not playing out to the rest of you.
That's everything.
Ximori.
Well, I think
I'm unhappy.
I'd get within 5-10 feet of most of the ghosts that I can get within.
Does that take him out of my range?
No, because I think there's a ghost that was next to Balrick anyway. That
Okay.
Basically, I'm interposing, I'm next to that ghost and interposing myself between, Ximori, Balrick, and, any of the other ghosts I can, yeah.
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 Yes, as this sword carves through my very nice clothing that I just bought. I think Ximori's eyes are going to turn black for an entirely different reason. As out of the calves in my back, these plates of obsidian-like material just begin to push out through my spine, following down either side like the plates of a stegosaurus almost, just bursting out the back of me, and my hands curl into lock. The fingers split apart as long claws unfurl out of my hand.
You going Dragshi?
I'm going Dragshi.
You just hear Bast in your head going, morsels.
And I'm going to turn first to the person who has just hurt me quite badly.
Sure.
I'm going to make an attack on Arquen.
Pick me up by my feet and snap.
That's 20.
Return
is
the
it?
favor.
I think you lot are not allowed to enter cities anymore, because every time you're in a city and go to a fancy event,
At least one of us tries to kill the others. In the 2 times this has happened so far.
Aderyn, you're on deck, by the way.
Nearly max damage. Plus 15 points of slashing.
15 slashing.
Just make sure there's no other Dragshi bits I need to add into that. I'll go resistant to fire, cold damage, I think.
Resistant to cold. Sure.
This is my best Gambason.
Second attack. That's 15 on the dice, so...
My AC is 11. You're gonna hit.
Yep. Only the d6 now. So that's 11 points of slashing.
Yep.
And the third attack from my
Good
Claude. 16.
Yep.
He's not wearing armor.
Another 11 points of slashing.
Ow!
As Ximori just turns, after he's carves my back, turns round to Arquen, and just grab either side of like the torso and just squeeze inwards.
You feel ribs crack.
I'm like trying to dig the point of my blade in and like hit with the pommel as it's like.
Cool. Does that
Nothing
just
happens
happen
to your. Do you like grow at all when you go Draugchi?
There's definitely
just sort of like hulking out a bit more, but
Yeah.
you see the muscles like extend and push against that skin a lot more.
More of these like plates like push out from underneath my skin. My
How
muscles
tall
just
is
seem to
Ximori
bulge.
normally again.
Only about like 5'8".
Okay.
Ximori's Wolverine. Like it's
Yeah.
It's all width, baby. It's all width.
Right, Aderyn, you're up. Actually, Aderyn, at the start of your turn, being outside, listening in, you suddenly pick up a yelp, a scream for help echoing from just further up the alleyway.
Do you see what's going on in the room?
So I've not seen what's going on inside the room.
I think you can see what's going on inside the room because you're basically at the doorway just outside it, so you can see that stuff's immediately gone wrong. It's just you also have a passive perception of 15, so like pick up of like stuff happening. Something else.
Basically, bear hugging the fuck out of Arquen.
Then, if I like take one step into the room, how far away are Arquen and Ximori from me?
Like 10, max 15 feet from you. It is a small house.
She's gonna yell, stop, you're not yourselves, and she's going to like just step inside, cast Calm Emotions.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Which is an area of effect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does Ximori still count as a humanoid?
Yes, they don't.
Okay.
They don't change yet.
Yet.
Saving throw.
Is that a wisdom save?
Charisma.
Use if you wish, but obviously I don't know if you guys are in control.
Arquen's not.
I think probably
Wicked.
that was a 1.
I got a 23.
So it only worked on the one person it didn't want to work on. But I mean, we know Ximori's extra weak to it. Ximori just...
Yeah.
And also, as far as you can see, it's just Ximori's attacking me.
That is entirely true.
I know. Oh no,
Yep.
you was behind my back. Ximori pushed me out of the way to take an attack from you. I think I know.
Yeah.
So
Seems like I think I drop out of Draugchi.
yeah, you do. Bass. You can hear Bass just like raging against it. Like Bass's rage that fills your ears like a drum beat just begins to fade at this point and become muffled by like this influence that Aderyn is playing on, and you can feel him thrashing about still. And yeah, you just feel your
No, don't stop. I guess.
Say that Balrick saved, but isn't like off-put by it because you've just made like his anger at the situation colder. Like he's no longer like wildly angry at what's going on. He's just like, oh, practical.
Technically, for the record, I do need to roll for the ghost that's trying to attack Balrick.
Oh, yeah.
They're not humanoid, are they? It only affects humanoids.
Does it only affect humanoids? It's true.
Yeah.
Humanoids. Never
I
mind.
made a mistake by doing it on a group of Yetis before. I was like, oh, don't worry. Oh, it didn't work. Fuck, run.
So yes, Aderyn successfully saw Ximori going full demon form. Worried that bad things was happening that have happened on 3 separate occasions with Ximori in this form. Cast Calm Emotions, successfully does the thing, and then immediately sees Arquen like draw the blade to still attack Ximori.
Ow!
I'm looking to see that. Aderyn kind of yelled that really quickly, and then she's going to leg it to... Because someone else yelled for help, so she's like...
Aderyn's also going to be effective. It affected Balrick and made Balrick think calmer. Balrick has gone from like wild rage and anger at his wife being impersonated to, oh shit, this situation's going on. So it is effective.
Okay. Yes, you go running up the street. Tauri, you see Aderyn go running up off the street, seemingly with no explanation.
Well, we might have heard I might have heard the fight going on.
I'm saying that Aderyn heard it with slightly higher passive perception than you. But you know Aderyn has gone off seemingly looking for something. She has purpose in what she's doing. She hasn't just legged it. But Balrick, you're up. Tauri on deck.
But like I said, Balrick doesn't isn't as bothered about the ghost now because it hasn't hit him. He would have raged angrily at it, but instead turns to Arquen, who sees actually a more immediate threat and I need to neutralise. I say to Ximori, he's still in there, don't injure him. Just, we'll knock him unconscious, alright?
Tell him that.
And then what I'll do is I'll pull out of my boot the black spiked dagger, hoping that the psychic damage it does can kind of like help in some way. So I'm going to try and wrestle with Arquen and start stabbing with that. Okay.
Stab it in the ear and just hope it's like scrambled and everything.
Get the ghost out of the brain.
Go for it.
Plus. Is the black spike dagger a plus weapon at all?
I don't believe so.
No, it's just an extra D4 psychic, and it does the concentration thing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Then
I will rule it triggers a concentration check on the possession.
Okay, nice. 19.
That hits.
To hit. Oh. 2 D4.
You can tell me what one of them is because I am resistant to psychic damage.
Oh, cool. So 6 piercing and then 3 psychic.
So 1.
So yeah, cool. So DC 10 concentration check for the ghost
with +4.
That one. So yes, you see this like burst of just like connection breaking energy just migraine you for a second, Arquen, and you just like the illusion shatters at that point. In that moment, you see yourself back in the room. You can see the faint like ghostly shadowy mist all over you, and then you are just able to.
I'm going to grab him around the back of the head, push forehead to forehead because height, and go, hang in there, come on, brain in the game, we need you, brother.
Yeah,
and then
I think you'd feel the fields of like the aura of protection suddenly like envelop you as it the illusion is broken.
Yeah, and you see the ghost just forcefully ejected out the back of him.
And then I turn around to the one that tried to possess me and try and do the same thing to try and eject it with the dagger.
Go for it.
And I've got my short sword ready for an offhand as well.
Nice.
Ghost.
I love the idea that the dagger is the primary hand. It's more complete inversion of the concept.
That's a 24 to hit.
That hits.
Do you need them separate? Give me that anyway. It's a 7 piercing with 4 psychic.
7 piercing with 4 psychic. Cool. You see the psychic does seem to like shred its form. Like that seems to be the thing that pierces through. Like this thing is holding on as a memory, or it's like connected to psyche in some capacity. So psychic does seem to work quite well.
And I'm gonna flash it with my sword to get some distance as a bonus action. 22.
Yeah.
And that's a D6, yeah. 7. Slashing. Non-magical, non-silvered, if that matters. Yeah. Which I think it does.
Yeah, it does. So yeah, you cut through, it doesn't quite, you're kind of cutting through air at that point. And it Balrick's turn. Tauri.
I'm going to follow where Aderyn went.
Sure.
I assume I then see ghosts.
Roll me a perception check, but I'll give you this as a free action.
You don't have dark vision, do you? So.
Nope.
It's a dark room.
Perception, yeah. Just straight roll.
Yeah, straight roll.
11.
11. You come around the corner to see 2 people essentially having a fight. But like outside another seemingly abandoned building, you see this one woman, probably like getting towards elderly, middle-aged at best, struggling with what looks like a younger man, kind of in his mid-20s, you would estimate, both human. The man is kind of like reaching down to like try and like grab at her throat, and she's like trying to fend him off. But that's all you get with a perception check.
The only thing I can do then... Well, there are two things I can do. Because I have nothing useful. I can do Healing Word, or I can do Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
Because I don't have any semantic stuff to do, because I didn't bring a guitar.
No, that's true. What do you want to do?
So I'm going to yell at the person trying to strangle the old woman. Get the fuck off her, you blithering idiot. And cast Vicious Mockery, and hope that I don't kill him.
Natural 4.
Okay.
He could die.
Yeah, he could.
I mean, you have Healing Word, as you said. So next...
Yeah, but
you
it's
make
if he rolls max damage.
An 8, yeah. It's 4 health. Called idiot so hard, it's immediate death.
You idiot. Oh my god, they call me an idiot.
Well,
It is that meme that bards are the most terrifying thing in the world in D&D, because they can't just insult a man to death. 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage.
You see this man, like, respond to that, and kind of in that moment, you know when you move your head too fast and you get, like, a jab of pain? Right?
Yeah.
That's how fast he moves his head, and you see the body just, like, crumple to the ground. Seemingly immediately unconscious, and coming out the back of him, another one of these like misty, shadowy, smoky forms that just erupts out of it. The woman then screams more, because she just saw someone collapse.
Oh fuck, that worked too well. Healing Word.
I mean, yeah.
Cool, then I will do that, and he recovers 10 hit points.
You see him immediately
He
kind
has
of...
never felt more healthy.
You see him breathe, his eyes flick up, looking up. With your passive, with both of your passive perceptions at this point being close enough, you see the woman just begin to like, Don, it's me, please, just, you're back. As she seemingly entreats upon an individual that she is capable of seeing there that you are not. Ending Tauri's turn. Go on, sorry, Karen.
Can I just yell out, guys, I've got a fucking ghost out here. I need something.
Just the one!
It is now the Shadows' turns. There are three of you in there. There are 4 Shadows. Who wants a second Shadow?
I'll have one.
Okay. Arquen.
I'm being greedy, I know.
The lowest is a 14.
Yeah?
2 hits on Arquen. A 22 on Balrick. And a 11 on Ximori.
Miss.
Right now.
Okay. Arquen. That is 6 and 4, so 10 necrotic damage total.
Half to 5.
Nice. Ooh, and your strength score is reduced by 7.
Yui.
Oh.
I rolled
Happens, eh?
I rolled a 4 and a 3.
Arquen immediately falls over as their legs can no longer support them. Their torso
For
can't
the
stay up
record,
anymore.
this isn't even a 2024 thing. That's Shadows 2014 also.
Yeah,
do
I
the one
recall.
before immediately.
I recall.
And at Balrick, 3 points of necrotic damage, and your strength score is reduced by 2.
Let him back from me, but yeah.
Which now means we're back up to the top. The ghosts are gonna see if they get their possession back. They don't. So one will continue coming after you, Balrick. One will go after Ximori.
I am currently wrestling one right now.
Yes.
So.
Balrick, how much necrotic damage did you take? Because you take half of it.
Oh, it was 7?
It was
right. Yeah.
No, it was 3 because I rolled a natural 1. I rolled a 1 on damage for you, so you take 1 point of necrotic damage. Balrick, 2 withering touch attacks against you. The lowest is a 14. 13.
That doesn't hit.
Cool. The other one does hit. So you take 19 halved to 9 necrotic damage from one of these withering touches. As like it manages to like momentarily become discorporeal as you're wrestling with it and just slide through and just lunge its hand into your heart, where you feel it kind of skip a couple of beats in there for a second. And then the 2 on Ximori. Does a 15 hit you, Ximori?
No.
Both miss. I could have done one of them. Oh well, they'll live. Which now we're on to Arquen.
Well, I used to have a +7 to hit. I now have a +3. My strength is now +0.
You're the average person. You're like the average guy.
That could have straight up killed a lesser man.
Yes.
Your average sorcerer in here just.
Don't tell Aderyn.
I will. I can only. Moonbeam's only 5 foot
10?
in it.
If you'd have been hit by the same, you'd have had a 3.
When the predator appears, each creature in it makes a Constitution saving throw. Well, it says each creature in Moonbeam. It's 5 foot wide, so that
You can position
only
it.
ever really going to be one.
It's 4 creatures. It's a
5 foot radius, isn't it? You
So it's 10 foot diameter, so it's 4 squares.
can't hit 4 squares.
I thought it was just like,
Nope, it's 4
The
squares.
spotlight in a
Spotlight.
theatre.
yeah.
Fuck you in particular.
The moon says die.
Half the room.
Ximori, how you looking?
Not great. I
Balrick,
got
how you
stabbed up a
looking?
bunch by a friend.
I'm fine.
All right, but Ximori, take 20 hit points as I
I
lay on.
also I have
Thank
a
you.
shadow. I have a oh, I'm gonna say if you wanted to do a moonbeam on me, I've got a shadow and a ghost. But yeah,
Yeah,
I
I've got
thought that's
2
what you
how many can I fit in a 5 foot radius cube?
Roll me a d4.
Ooh. 4.
4. You can get.
4.
Do you
3.
want both ghosts and 2 shadows, or 3 shadows and a ghost?
Wait, there's more. Oh, wait, there's 3 shadows.
There's 4 shadows.
4 shadows. Fuck me. I'll go for the
Not
shadows.
me, one of
They're
each of
actually
you.
Probably more dangerous than anything else.
So you're going for the 3 shadows and the ghost that's
Yeah.
on Ximori?
Yes. Is that the one that attacked me originally?
Yes.
The one that's on Ximori, yes.
That possessed me? I stare it in the eyes as I see like its features start to like melt away, and I call down the fury of the moon.
The ghost didn't succeed. Shadow 1
Oh.
failed. Shadow 2. What's your DC?
What is my DC? 15? Yeah, 15.
Fails. Shadow 3
Yeah.
also fails. They all fail.
Fuck yeah!
And the shadows are vulnerable to radiant.
18. So 36 to all the shadows.
3 shadows instantly vaporize. Tell me what that looks like.
I think sort of as the like fire on the long sword sort of like it probably like starts turning blue. I like flip around and like slam it into the ground, and just this column of like lunar light and wildfire just
Yeah, there's a momentary
evaporate.
burst of wind that moves clouds out of the way of the moon that's up above, and through the hole in the roof it just arcs down, catches off the blade, and you just see 3 shadows, basically 1 on each of you, just completely dissipate in the space, unable to hold on to their form underneath the natural energies. And the ghost, what was the total? It was 18?
18. Yeah, 10 and 8.
Yeah, and you see the ghosts themselves like begin to like get torched slightly, and that visage that you're still able to see the visage. You haven't broken that illusion on it, but you see that is beginning to like cook away, essentially, like parchment, or like a better like analogy is like old movie film being burnt in fire. kind of thing.
And like, in Elvish, I'd probably like say like, "You're not him."
Which Ximori would understand, I believe.
Yep.
Ending
With being an elf and all.
Ending Arquen's turn, Ximori.
Right. Here's the thing. Calm emotions is concentration, so I can't rage again. Instead of standing there just like,
I live the Aderyn versus Ximori. It's just constantly screwing each other over accidentally.
come on.
It's always
Come
with
on.
good intent, and it just
I'm just there, just like,
betraying Sarah every time.
It's like when you're really ill and you're trying to like ball your fists up and you're just like,
trying to will the claws out of my hands, but they won't count. So I reach into a pocket and I take out my divination or a rock. I'm just gonna punch one in the face.
Was this the thing that you got off the quicklings?
The little quicklings.
It's the rock that has an aura of divination on it, and
It
that's
does
it.
have an aura of divination magic on it, yes.
18 to punch a ghost in the face.
It does hit.
7 points of bludgeoning damage.
I will say, it's not that magical.
Yeah.
But
you
it
know.
makes you feel like you're able to punch a ghost.
Yeah, I feel better for it.
Do you want your second attack?
Yep, second attack. That is a 19.
Also hits.
Actually, sorry, it wasn't 7 before because I can't rage. It was 4 points of bludgeoning damage. And another 4 points of bludgeoning damage. So I'm just fucking swinging my arms through a ghost.
The spell ends if you see any of your friends being harmed by an attack or spell.
Does it actually?
Yeah.
It does.
Oh, rolling it back then.
You
Someone's there, it's like, come on, claws. Then I hear Balrick shout. I hear Arquen scream next to me.
Arquen loses his muscles and he's like, oh, I'm so weak. And Ximori's like angry at the lack of strength.
And as Arquen loses his muscles, Ximori bulge with an audible sound. I go into a normal rage.
Yep.
And with my beast claws, we're going to go with.
The same thing. Just sharp.
I'm going to grab this shadow by the throat.
Right.
That's an 18 on the dice.
Go for it. Sorry, the shadow or the ghost? Just a
Ghost, sorry.
Ghost. Thank you.
So for flavour, I'm grabbing it by the throat.
Yeah, I'm with you. It doesn't have a throat to you, but it's big humanoid shape roughly there.
Yeah. 8 plus 6 is 14.
Cool.
As Arquen, standing there, sees about where its throat is, Ximori's hand just. I'm looking at this pulsating mass of shadow, of light and shape. Like, I wasn't a fan of that. And I'm gonna bite the shadow. I'm gonna bite the ghost.
Go for it.
With my second attack. That is a 22 to hit.
That hits.
With an empowered bite. That is 8 points of magical piercing damage.
8 points of magical piercing damage.
So, as I've got this light, they're just. Arquen sees actual fangs.
In the briefest moments, you feel the strength of Bast come back through, and you feel your teeth become sharper and of something that's not human bone.
Yeah.
And it's the
as I find purchase briefly on something, and tear it away.
And you just see then before you're able to get any kind of sustenance from it, it just like dissipates into mist and smoke.
And for my second claw attack, I'm actually rear back with this shape and sort of throw it basically with an angry throwing movement for 8 points of magical slashing damage.
8 points of magical slashing damage. Okay, this ghost is like barely there at this point and is almost completely see-through and clinging onto existence.
I then ignore it and turn to the shade.
Cool. Aderyn, at the top of your turn, this one woman fending off this ghost. I would say actually responds to Tauri, and you see it just lunge across the space. Tauri, I would like you to tell me of someone Tauri lost. That could be a family member that has died, a friend that has died, something like that.
Let's go with her grandmother.
Fair enough. Yes, you see this elderly woman suddenly appear in front of you that you instantly recognize as your grandmother, and you are emotionally drawn to them in a not like immediately calmed way, but in a you don't want to harm this person. This is a chance to reconnect kind of capacity. In that moment, I would like Aderyn, however, to make a wisdom saving throw.
That is 19.
19. As this thing like reaches towards Tauri, and you see Tauri begin to like walk towards it as they would like welcoming someone they recognize in like a mournful grief kind of way. This thing like coalesces momentarily, and you see within its form like a fanged black with eyes of malice and a desire to invoke fear and terror just momentarily form, flashing into your vision as it tries to frighten you. But you have seen far more terrifying things, whether you know it or not, and shake it off. What would you like to do in your turn?
I'm gonna instantly sorceress this grandma.
Go for it. I'm gonna take this shirt off. I'm
Harry's grandma.
sorry, Tauri. I'm gonna kill your grandmother.
Sorry. You never gave me any sweets, so.
She never gave me any sweets either.
That's really bad. 15.
15 hits.
Oh, okay. Right. In that case, let's do. Excellent. I'm gonna do 8. Am I gonna do? Psychic.
Yeah.
Damage. And because it's an 8, I can roll another d8.
Exploding dice!
And that's another 5.
So 13? No.
Oh, I lie. What level are we?
You get another d8 in there anyway, yeah.
I'll go that. Yeah.
Maybe that could explode.
No, that's
Close.
a 7. Closer.
So 20?
So 8, 7, 5.
20 points of damage. You see this like psychic energy burst into it, and Tauri in that moment, you see this like visage of your grandmother crack momentarily. It like tries to piece itself back together. You're aware of like what's going on, but
Yeah.
you're in a kind of dichotomous space on this, and that's just like broken it slightly as you see this thing like shatter and its tether on this world break a little bit.
You still watch your grandmother's face crack in half.
Roll a
And
wisdom save.
say,
Oh.
I'm gonna yell at Tauri, snap out of it, that's not your grandma. Actually, I don't see that.
Yeah,
as
you,
your grandma,
yeah,
right? Snap out of it, do you not see what that is?
got it. Balrick, back to you in the house.
I'm wrestling a ghost. A shadow has just attacked me from behind, but I'm going to ignore that. Stabby stab.
Stabby stab.
It's like its hand has gone through my chest, so I'm going to sort of try and hook that and keep it on me while I stab with the dagger. Trying to grab a ghost. A 19 on the die.
Yeah. I'll be honest, it's quite hard to miss ghosts.
Yeah. 7 piercing and 3 psychic.
Go for second attack. My brain isn't matching right now. There we go.
Cocked. This coin is getting moving. 13 on the die.
Yep.
7 piercing and 1 psychic.
Okay. You see, like you're almost like chipping away at this thing's form, and it's like binding tether to this world with that psychic damage. Anything with your bonus action?
Where's Derek?
Derek, we agreed, is in your penthouse, currently tearing it apart because you couldn't take it to the taming of the shrew. Taming of the shrew?
Yeah.
Shrew on the water.
That's fair. Well, then I am going to, with the hand that's, I'm going to try and sever that hand that's on me, that's in my chest with the sword.
Tempted to get you to roll a D100 like it's divine intervention to see if Derek turns up.
Can I?
If you roll trip zeros, Derek will turn up.
No, 78. It does sometimes just appear.
He is a holy symbol of the dragoness, yes.
19 with the short sword.
Yeah, roll damage.
7 damage, presumably halved.
Yeah. As you are whittling away at these ghosts. That ends Balrick's turn. Tauri.
I'm going to do something that nobody would have seen coming. I'm going to spend my action to do counter.
To counter charm. Okay.
Because it will give anyone within 30 feet who can hear me advantage on saving throws against being frightened or charmed. So I'm hoping that will help be able to see through these things. Visages.
Yeah. I will say that in that moment, due to like Aderyn's like complete shattering of this thing, like fracturing its like a mirror, you essentially try to drive that point home with like this counter charm, probably almost like playing a song that your grandmother taught you, maybe something like that.
It's more of a hum because I don't have a musical instrument.
Yeah, but going with that kind of concept to reinforce the true memory of her rather than whatever this is trying to present to you.
But the really weird and interesting fact is people hear different things. So for our group, you have Tauri being her usual, get your head in the game, they're fucking ghosts, deal with them. Then for the commoners who we see in front of us, it's like, hey guys, they're not what you think you are, they are. They're going to kill you if you don't do sensible things. Get over here.
Wildcats.
Get your head in the game.
Wildcats everywhere.
I saw Sarah and Andrew both go to the exact same place I went to.
And I can't see anyone else, can I? I can only see
You've got this.
two people in front.
You've got the two commoners in front. You can see like the you assume like the mother figure essentially like go over to the younger man and like try to like get him up on his feet. Cool.
In that instant, I will give Aderyn a bardic inspiration as well.
Okay. We've got one shadow left. It's going for Arquen. Natural 4 doesn't hit Arquen, which means we'll loop back round to the top. Ghosts. Let's see if they get the possession back. Nope. So the ghost that Balrick you are currently fighting, all of you can kind of hear Tauri's like humming coming from outside. This ghost just essentially shreds the illusion that it's been trying to hold completely, and just unleashes this terrifying visage of like a ghost or a demon of smoke and malice and terror in front of all of you. And I need everyone in the room to make a wisdom saving throw. You all have +4 from Arquen, I believe. I don't know where Arquen is currently.
And counter charm gives advantage on frighten, I think,
yes,
as well.
so you have advantage and +4.
Even without my bonus, I think that's going to be enough.
+4. Okay. 14.
14
22.
does succeed.
22.
Thank you.
22.
Thank you, Tauri.
Arquen, terrible
Arquen.
roll. Will still comfortably get there. Oh, he has advantage. Oh, there he is. Roll a wisdom save.
Sorry.
With advantage.
Oh, with advantage.
Yes, Tauri is playing. Tauri is using the never before seen bard ability called Counter Charm. I've never heard of it either.
11.
Some say.
11 with
I rolled
advantage.
a 1 and a 2.
I do believe. Are you immune to frighten by any chance?
I don't believe I am.
Cool.
at the mo-
That's-
well,
yeah. That's like level 10 or
Yeah.
level 11.
That's level 7, I
Cool.
believe.
You are level 7.
You take
Hang on.
8 points of psychic damage and are frightened.
I take 4 points of psychic damage and I'm frightened.
There you go. Yes, as this ghost almost shreds its nature, revealing something far darker underneath. And
Oh, yeah. Aura of Courage is level 10.
Cool. So yeah, 4 points of psychic damage, and you are frightened until the start of the ghost's next turn. So just for 1 round.
Son of a bitch, how did he not do it?
Concentration.
You rolled with advantage, right?
Yes. I rolled a 1 and a 2. Plus 9 to
and then
these.
the ghost that is on Balrick. No, that was the one that just did that. So the one that's on Arquen is going to make 2 Withering Touch attacks against Arquen. Actually, you can see Arquen's Frighten gives advantage, I believe. Is it just disadvantage? No, he just.
I think it's just disadvantage.
So we'll only hit
Disadvantage for it.
It will only hit 1 attack on Arquen for 19 halved to 9 necrotic damage on Arquen. And speaking of Arquen, your turn. This ghost just tried to bitch slap you a couple of times.
I need to make another concentration check. Yeah, it's fine. I will... My strength doesn't come back, so instead I will simply call down the moon once again.
I think it does succeed on the con save. I don't think it's going to matter.
Well... Actually, no, that's quite good. It's 14 points of radiant damage.
This ghost just dissipates in that radiant fire.
And I can't get any of the other shadows or...
No, because at this point they've moved around. The stuff is moving quite disparate at this point. You kind of took out half the combat in 1 round.
Yeah.
There's only 2 creatures left. There's one shadow and one ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will use the rest of my lay on hands on myself.
Cool.
Some of my brain mends itself.
Ximori.
Which way, giving into the rage, which way is Bass pointing me at this point? Are there any of these particularly worthwhile, or am I just sort of free reign?
You are drawn more than anything towards the ghost. It seems to be a more significant entity.
Right, I would like to just full on body tackle the ghost into a wall.
Sure.
It's like that in front of Balrick. So Balrick is looking at it, like fighting it, wrestling it, and then it's just going to disappear. It's like, what?
So close to a natural 20, but instead it is a unnatural 20.
Hits.
That is 8 plus 14 points of slashing.
Cool.
Then second claw, unnatural 20.
Nice.
For only a mere 8 points of magical slashing. And finally, as I got it up against the wall, I'm going to bite it again with a natural 20.
I was gonna say, it is still ethereal, but I guess you
How
do
does
it.
it taste?
Which is 12 points of magical piercing.
How do you want to do this?
Briefly, as it's sort of turning towards Balrick and it hears the approach of Ximori and tries to take a form.
Yeah.
But I think in the moment the form it takes is that of a dragonborn. A black dragonborn with a injured hand and a very snide look.
The wrong person.
And Ximori catches it by the wrists up against the wall and just bites out the throat.
Different context, that would be in a rom-com film.
And just, bites out the throat, pulls the limbs apart,
book.
just...
Sarah J. Maas. Yes.
I play into the vampire rom-com, the vampire romance themes.
You feel like in that moment, as you, with all of you, kind of bear witness to where the other ghost kind of dissipated in that mist. This ghost just is absorbed into Ximori. Ximori as there is a kind of it's like consuming a soup almost. Sorry, I'm just checking one thing.
Delicious bouillabaisse.
Yeah, it's like this thick soup just ingests into you. You feel the fangs grow a little longer, and you hear Bass in your head go, "Weak one." And the rest of you see in this moment, just like around Ximori, the like shadows begin to coalesce a little bit. The remaining shadow in the room kind of just like gets pulled and stretched towards Ximori for a second before like disconnecting itself from these coalesced shadows around Ximori. And before it has any chance to kind of do anything, it's tethered to this world and it just like dissipates off into the shadow of the room where it originally came from.
Can I throw a dagger at it as it goes? Throw the black spike at it as it goes.
Sure. You just it pins into the wall, but the form of it seems to have gone. Aderyn.
I would like to attack the one that I've attacked already.
Go for it.
I don't trust it. It's ugly. We don't want that. But because Tauri is still close to me, I'm gonna go the sensible route and raid myself in.
Fair enough.
I cast Thunderwave.
Yeah, I am. I'm just hurting my teammates. I don't do it on purpose.
Not conscious of the fact that you're doing magic in front of civilians.
I wasn't just writing that down as a note at all.
There are so many castigators in this city.
No.
Second biggest concentration of castigators in the Empire.
I don't even think about it, so...
You're safe, old lady, but I'm afraid no witnesses.
Anyway, Aderyn, what'd you do?
You cast Sorcerer Plus, you're not thinking about it.
Make this really subtle.
You've already done it once.
But Aderyn's not thinking.
Yeah.
Aderyn's like, oh my god.
Aderyn doesn't think.
And to be fair, the magic before was psychic.
Psychic? How are they not?
And, well, it has somatic and verbal components.
Could just be being foreign.
Like, popular dance.
You could just go, it's an exorcism. It's not magic, it's an exorcism.
Yeah, exactly.
I hope you're proficient in deception.
Yes.
I am.
Again, as established, Aderyn doesn't think, so...
I am. Exactly. So I will lie my way out of this. Thank you very much.
Sure, so recruits don't have it.
11.
To hit, exactly what you needed.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okie doke. So, that is a 3 and a 3. So 6.
6 points of psychic.
Psychic, yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that filters through. Balrick, what do you want to do? The room suddenly in your space has fallen quiet, but you can hear Tauri's kind of motivational humming coming from out in the street.
Where are the ghosts while they were in the room? I'll go over and grab my dagger again and go, we're not done here, come on guys. I'm gonna run out.
Yes, you see another one, and it's quite hard to make them out at this point because there is a lot of mist around being like a port city, so it's almost like in the mist, right up in front of Tauri.
Similar to what Ximori did to me, I'm going to do to the ghost. I'm going to rugby tackle it and try and grab it away with the dagger. Push it forward with the dagger.
Oh, but you're not magical, so you just go past straight.
I have a magical dagger. My dagger is magical.
The dagger stays there, but you just...
Balrick dives through a family's window.
Through it, but the dagger stays behind, so I pull the ghost through myself forward.
Sure.
That's a 13 to hit.
That hits.
I think I only miss on a nat 1.
Nice.
If it's got an 11, no, I've got plus 8, so I miss on a 2. It's very good. We've got 8 piercing and 4 psychic. Does the piercing... So it is a magical dagger. Is the piercing non-magical? Or is it still magical piercing?
It appears that by their nature that they're not as affected regardless.
Ah, cool. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, go through it. Drag it. Try to rugby tackle it. Go through it. Dagger stays behind. Pull it with the dagger, and then pull the dagger out and stab again. Nat 20.
Nice.
I pin it on the floor and start.
Yeah.
Do the psychic first. It's a 4 and a 4. 2 8s on the psychic.
Nice.
And the piercing is a 3 and a 4. Jesus, okay. So
doesn't matter. How do you want to do this?
Yeah, cool. I think I grab it, pin it on the floor, and its face starts to shift between different relatives and different people from a past, and I'm trying to ignore that. And then I do hesitate one last moment as it catches on the face of my youngest son. And there is a deep set of hesitation. And I have to steel myself and plunge it straight into his heart and go, something I should have done. And then it just spits.
In this moment, those two civilians run. In this moment, they do not want to be here. They're afraid, and they go skittering off into night.
You're welcome. It was all the ghosts making you believe stuff.
Tauri, I'll give you with your passive insight. They are definitely afraid. The furtive glances at Aderyn tells you that it is not just of what happened to them.
Does
Aderyn have that insight?
Nope.
Anyway, I cast the scorching bolt into the air.
What would you all like to do?
Move Moonbeam over the no.
No witnesses. No witnesses.
Probably the flames on my sword gutter out at this point. I'm gonna have to hold it, and I'll cast a second level cure wounds on Ximori. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too. So, cracking my spine back into place.
You get 24 hit points back.
Ooh, thank you.
Water under the bridge.
Ximori's done worse.
I haven't.
We agreed not to talk about that. In my head.
I'm not there. Yeah. In your head.
The moment of weakness. Apologise, but yes, let's get out of here. I think
that sword really hurts.
Yes, it's meant to. So do you.
I'm going to
pull
Balrick aside and just go.
Balrick is on the floor, just staring at the floor.
Yeah, I know.
With a knife,
pulling you up and dragging you, probably very badly and slowly.
Yeah.
Two things. One.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
It was a ghost. I know it hurts, but there's nothing you can do.
I'm okay. I'm alright.
Secondly, Aderyn's possibly going to call the castigators back on us again.
Why?
I'm returning to Aderyn. Putting my dagger back in my boot. Sword back away. What did you do? You did it not in front of civilians.
In front of the people here.
Oh, Aderyn.
I didn't think there were. I didn't notice them. I saw Tauri going towards it, and I didn't.
And I thank you for saving me. I honestly do. However, we need to work out what we are doing.
They might not tell anyone. Maybe if we speak to them, and they don't have to know that it was magic.
They'd run off.
I could track them down. I reckon.
I'm not
And then
entirely
we
sure that a
Convince them?
I don't.
extremely tall, scary looking in their eyes chap is going to make them feel at ease.
I don't think. Yes, I don't think confronting them will do anything. I think we should simply get out of here.
So
I'll
what?
put take my cloak off and put it around Aderyn's shoulders and put the hood up.
So we're dyeing Aderyn's hair tonight then, or something?
I'll put a hand on Aderyn's head, like in a very thing way, and go, "It's all right. You did what you thought was right."
I will learn to hold back. I
You
won't
did-
use magic.
Okay.
It's better that you're safe than you're hidden.
I mean, you helped out somewhat because I didn't snap Arquen in two like a twig. Because you
I
brought him back down again.
I'd have got carried away. You made sure that we in that room we were focused and we were on it. So
And they would have been way more scared if they'd seen me.
We need
does Aderyn know that we saw people? Aderyn didn't see anyone, did she? So Aderyn doesn't know that we saw people.
Hmm.
Those things, what were they?
It's just spectres, ghosts, the
Shadows.
past haunting. Hey. Something must have happened here a while ago. The building was like extremely dilapidated, wasn't it?
You want to go and check it out?
Yeah, shall we go have a look around, see if there's...
We want to be around the scene of the crime.
Maybe there's some way we could put the spirits at peace. You know?
I mean,
5
I
minutes.
feel we
and-
kind of did that.
Yeah.
Violently.
I'll
But-
probably be back.
Yeah, I don't think those ones are coming back.
Aye, but places of grief always call for more.
It's just the longer we stick around here, the more likely the castigators come along, and then that's a whole other fight. And you guys really aren't put together enough for a fight right now.
I feel like shit.
Yeah,
No,
Again, sorry.
I'm pretty shaken. And you know what, I'm feeling a bit weaker. You know, something in them shadow creatures really. I feel like a little bit weaker.
I can
you're
barely
looking
lift my
skinnier than
cord.
normal.
I feel like
Nearly.
You're both
half.
looking pretty skinny. Like, you know, more than normal.
Let's,
Yeah,
let's
let's-
head back to the inn.
So you're not going back to look at
I'll-
the house?
you go on ahead. You guys go on ahead. I want to have a look.
I'll stay with
I'll
him.
come.
but
I'll stay with him. You guys head back. Tauri, get
Arquen,
Yes,
you
am
need
I the only one here allowed to do magic?
Yeah.
Hey, Aderyn, what colour do you want your hair?
Aderyn, Ximori, ask you a question.
Well, I suppose my natural hair is black.
Yeah, I could probably do something.
Didn't like it though, that's why I dyed it.
Okay, how about red?
Red?
Not this red, this is my colour, but
This dye costs a lot. I can't be sharing this.
this is my dye. It's sort of my signature look at this point. So I don't really want to go sharing that one, but I've got other
I
reds.
myself gathered so many snails and cockles to make it.
Cochineal beetles.
So I must have some ghost in my ear. I didn't catch that at all.
Red, not a little too, like shouty.
I mean, it doesn't have to be like bright red. Oh, how about different purple? Maybe. What's a different purple? Blue. Blue's a purple that's not purple.
It's more subtle.
You guys discussed this on the way back to the apartment.
Yeah, this is the walk back.
Cool.
Yeah.
Whoever is looking at the house, please roll me an investigation check.
Is Arquen insisting on coming along?
I'm
Yeah.
going along.
Also, someone can provide
Balrick eventually
advantage. if they
becomes in
wish.
size because Balrick can see that you are weak.
I got a natural 20 for 25.
Investigation.
Oh.
A dirty 20.
18 minus 1. I forgot
rolls,
for a second.
good rolls.
I was like, 18! Wow.
You do a quick tour. You don't want to be lingering here, so you do just a quick look around. Varying bits of information from here. As you say, this place is quite dilapidated, but from not just from time. You kind of look around, it is a lot of what happened here. Like, a lot of stuff is broken, through force. Here, especially. And then since then, with the roof in, like, poorly maintained, water damage, etc., has then set in. But it does seem like a lot of the damage here was done through force. You estimate quite a while ago at this point, like decades, and has just not been touched since. Tauri and Arquen, especially. It would be Arquen and Balrick. You do find on like the hard packed, almost like stone-like floor, dried blood within the stone that was never cleaned. That isn't yours. Like, I want to be clear. Like, it is a very old blood on there, and yeah, it is a scene of a quite traumatic, aggressive attack. Tauri, a lot of the nat 20 on this. Some years ago, before your time in Andemon, long before your time in Andemon, there was an infamous night that happened in the city that culturally has somewhat been buried, but went by the name of the Night of Purgatory, where the castigators and their associates went to a number of houses on a singular night and kidnapped/killed a number of people accused of sorcery. Whether true or whether preventative or whatever methods it was, it left an indelible scar on a lot of people. But has, by government branches, largely been buried as a thing that happened, but we don't talk about it anymore. Balrick, while Tauri's kind of like finding newspaper clippings that give dates and that kind of stuff that pin to that kind of period of history, Balrick, you're looking around at where like the ghosts came out of and where the shadows originated from, and you find on the walls scratch mark either done by like a dagger into the kind of wooden pillars of the house, or chalk markings in various places. Markings that don't belong there. They are too fresh. Maybe in the last couple of weeks at most. That, yes, look very out of place to you.
Like the spirits have been disturbed.
Roll me a religion or arcana check. I'll let you choose.
Can I get advantage?
Don't think I'll need it.
Like to assist.
No. I got a 19 total.
19. You don't know what these do.
I mean, Arquen, it might be better. I didn't either. I rolled lower on the thing. It might be better if you rolled because you're religion. No? You're not good at religion? Paladin.
You
Yeah.
you're trained, regardless of training, you don't know what these things are, but you have seen things quite similar to them once before. Specifically, they take a similar etching style and structure to the what's the script that the Vashar used.
Oh. That's not right. We killed them. Some of them escaped.
These are older than we fought them 2 weeks ago.
Aye,
These are slightly older than that, aren't they?
yeah, they are. Here first. This is worrying. This is very concerning.
We should remember where this is. And
Arquen,
Hmm.
you've actually seen these symbols a second time. You, earlier today, chased after Coromar and Finian after they left markings on an alleyway street. You only briefly caught those markings as you were running past, but now you're looking back at them, they bear a fairly similar resemblance to this.
Okay. I will inform the party of, Tauri and Balrick of this. They are engaged in something that I hoped was simply some kind of rebellion. But altogether, this seems a bit darker.
Can I copy the markings down in my notebook? So I
Get them slightly wrong.
So I can work out what they say later.
Yeah, easily copied. With that, you realise you've been here... Oh, do you want to do anything?
I was going to say, can I use a divine sense to basically try and tell her this is where the sort of the darkness is coming from in this place?
Yeah, if you expend that, you do get a sense from these that these are not evil by their nature, but it is like a call and response, a thinning point.
Still
that is
invoking.
being crafted here.
Yeah. Can I use my other channel divinity to, in a similar vein as what I did with the Vashar's torture chamber, try and basically put my hand over it and just return it to nature? I want to erase it because it's a bit of a blight.
Specifically the etchings rather than the entire house. Yes,
Yeah.
the etchings easily enough. Elements of this, weeds and stuff, have started to come through here anyway, and so you just kind of do that, and it kind of goes through and cracks wood to kind of break the thing entirely, and then bind it up in binds. Yeah, easily enough.
Cool. Right, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you realise you've lingered here quite long enough, and there are some troubling things both going on within this city, and also apparently affecting you all. So you kind of quickly divert away from this side street, join the main thoroughfares again, and head back to the Golden Moon, where you do see out in the street a bunch of people playing a quite interesting activity. Just out in the main courtyard, now that it's not busy with carts and everything like that, a number of people running through, knocking 7 bells of shit out of each other over a hastily stitched together leather bag, and Lesley shouting commands from the sidelines in a slightly drunken stupor. Everyone is drunk, and you're like, that's going to be one for the morning. And then quickly rush inside to meet your compatriots all up in your penthouse suite, which is a decent place for us to take a break, and we'll grab some food and pick up for you all having a conversation in a little bit. And welcome back. Having defeated the ghost, you retreated back to your suite in the Golden Moon Tavern. The sounds of Lesley's pickup game of Titan Ball, invariably picking up a lot of injuries outside of the open windows, as you all sit there. Deck, having ripped it up a fair amount, frustrated that he was left behind. You will definitely have to pay damages to the Golden Moon at one point.
It's your horse.
What would you like to do?
Sweet.
Clarify. Tonight is the night that Karmar said that they would come and sort of
He's
meet here.
I think I've watched that back. He said he might try to find you if he's not busy. So it's not like this is the only opportunity if you just don't go looking for it. He knows you're in and around this tavern and will possibly be coming back at later points.
Yeah.
So don't feel forced into that angle if it's other things.
I feel a little bit... So obviously catching up with Aderyn and Ximori on what I found with the runes that we saw in the Vashar camp also being used by the Compass Society. Also, can we take a... Oh, you're muted, Andrew.
Can I roll to see how blue I've made Aderyn's hair?
Oh yeah, sure. Please roll me a... do you have a disguise? Are you proficient in disguise, Kit?
No.
Okay.
No, I think you are.
Yeah, I actually am.
Cool. We will say it's disguise kit.
Adjacent.
I will let you choose between dexterity and wisdom. Dexterity, a low roll. She's going to have a lot of roots. Wisdom, low roll. It's not going to be very strong, and the color will be fading through.
Well, dex it is for a 16.
16. Very good.
Also, can we take a quick short rest?
Yeah, you can take a short rest, that's fine. Your strength doesn't return.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Does it return on a long rest?
It will return on
short
a long
rest.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, not on a short rest.
It's not going to linger, but you've taken the short rest and you're still feeling quite drained for the night.
But yeah, I would obviously catch up with this lot and let them know what I found in that hovel that we were in.
And I have spent time casting comprehend languages to be able to translate the text.
Yeah, I mean, it's not text or language to really translate. It's the classic form of you can't translate a magical rune because it's not a word to translate. It is just action invoking in that form. So your comprehend language doesn't give you any additional information, but you can roll me an Arcana check to try and just understand what it's trying to do.
Imagine this whole conversation about Vashar runes and such is happening while I'm just brushing dye along Aderyn's hair.
Yes.
24.
Yes.
24.
Got my gloves on.
Two things with that. One, it does to your eye look like these were done by someone who's not technically understanding what they're doing. Right? So someone who knows how to carve magical runes is very deliberate with them. You know this quite well for everything you're studying, right? You are trying to invoke a certain effect, you don't want that to be wrong. This is not quite that. It's like someone doing it because they've been told to draw a particular shape. In terms of what they're trying to do, it looks like they are actively calling for vengeance. They're calling essentially vengeance spirits. It is they're varying different ones. Some that essentially thin that veil to the ethereal, or at least thin the veil between planes, and then some that try to ping or accentuate the deep emotional trauma that's in those locations to call particular spirits, entities, demons, whatever you want to call them, through into those places. It is quite intentional in that, right? it's this weird dichotomy of the use of these runes is quite intelligent, deliberate, and like someone knows what they're doing. The application of them appears to be GCSE chemistry compared to PhD chemistry. Right.
So, good news, I know what they're doing. Bad news, somebody's been doing it deliberately.
Yeah.
What have they been doing?
Well, whoever decided to use these runes knows what the runes do, but doesn't know how to do them well. And
Right.
it's clear that they're busy trying to bridge a gap between this realm and one of the other ones. And those creatures, phantoms, whatever we faced that showed up, while weren't what was necessarily called from the runes, them being there was deliberate.
Right.
And did you say that they were for vengeance?
Yes.
So they are.
I don't know what that
sowing-
means.
Oh, so they are sowing.
You don't know what vengeance means.
No, I know what that means. I don't know what it means in the wider context of what's going on.
Somebody's purposely trying to use tragic pastimes in this city to do with castigators killing possible mages to bring back vengeful spirits and or demons.
Oh, that is... I mean... I remember a long time ago there was like... It wasn't great. Or like rumours at least, that like... This city's got a lot of shit that happened.
Like what?
I think it was about 80, 85 years ago, maybe.
Do you want the actual answer?
I've got it written down. I've heard rumours about it when I was 79 years of age.
Inspiration.
Yeah.
Which means that.
But, like, there was this, like, one night, right, where the castigators just went fucking buck wild. Like, they had, like, an army, and they were, like, storming people's doors, like, breaking them in, dragging people out into the streets and just, like, killing them there. People, like, disappearing. It was mad.
How was this allowed?
They're an army, and magic is bad, according to
The Empire
most of
and
the Empire, yeah.
word is pretty much law when it comes to magic.
Yeah, castigators are kind of their own thing, kind of.
Well,
Like, they're
yeah.
not like a police. Well,
So
I mean, I don't think the royal family were happy about it.
they did nothing.
I mean, it had happened. Oh, like, it was like one night, and then, like, done, disappeared, stopped.
So you think
Sort of
these
thing.
people trying to summon these demon things, are they trying to go after the castigators?
I think they're sowing.
Alright, you know when you're in a woods, and Balrick says, be careful of bees' nests, because you don't want to make the bees angry in that space, just, like, leave their bit alone, and you can, like, go pick the nice berries and stuff. I think what they're doing is kicking the bees' nests. They want the bees angry. The bees being the spirits and the weird dark shadows and stuff, and the weird, like,
And
light
very
blob
possibly
people.
The castigators as well.
Possibly the castigators as
If
well.
the castigators think there is a specific person or persons who are creating these spirits, or of which there is a strong possibility that they may believe it's Aderyn.
Or at least Aderyn's an easy one to blame, because They don't know who she is.
And she's also technically illegal.
Yeah.
Someone might know.
We need
who
to talk to them.
How do we talk to them? How do we even find them, Arquen?
Either they come here or we go there. Because I followed them. I know where they are. I know where they meet.
They consider you a friend, don't they? So that might help.
They do. And maybe once upon a time I considered them a friends. I need answers as to what happened to me. Who that man was that I saw. That ghost conjured for me.
Oh, that wasn't just me. You guys saw a shape as well.
You guys were
Yes.
seeing things?
I saw.
Visions of grief, yeah.
Aye.
It was only like
Yeah.
briefly at the end, but like, you know, I mean, yeah, you do know, but and it wasn't them because they're locked up over in Dothras, but Norak was like, when I like grabbed it, it like turned into like a sort of weird version of Norak and was like, aha, you're gonna come with me forever, and then I bit its throat out.
I'm just gonna subtly glance at Balrick, like.
Insight check.
I'm gonna let Aderyn roll that deception check.
I wouldn't bother.
I'm way too.
I mean, yeah, that's a 1
Oh, your
for a
deception
grand
check,
total
I'll
of
let you-
1.
I imagine yours was 20 odd. 20 odd. Mine would have been.
I was.
It's a good thing Aderyn did because I rolled my. I would have got a negative, so. I'm glad I didn't say it. I would have got a -1.
But Aderyn's just like gives a slight look, and Balrick's like,
You?
I found myself in the forest. I recognised some of the people who were there. There was an attack. And some figures that looked like Scaleguard or Stormcrests. And they were attacking us. And I saw that elven man that the ghost appeared as. If I was a betting man, which I'm not yet, maybe I am though, maybe I don't remember, I would say that was probably the night that I died. The first time.
that's a bit morbid.
He called me my love.
I feel like I feel like it will attach onto what it feels is the closest person. I saw my wife. It wants that emotional connection.
Was it like a sort of my love kind of love, or like a oh you're right my love?
Were they northern?
Was it a northern elf?
Was it Lesley?
You're right my love.
It was
Flawless Leslie impression.
Mm-hmm. Better than Emma does, anyway.
it was heartfelt.
Right. Don't like what that says.
I think you might have to let them know that you don't remember in order to get your answers.
I'd rather like them to come here.
I have another concern with the spirits, and if people are trying to awaken them. Do we know how far? Has anyone experienced spirits before? The undead? Because I have to be honest, I ran off because that's not my first encounter.
History check.
The night before the last, another spirit came to me. Also, as my wife. At the hotel.
That's why you were acting.
Yes, I was on edge. I knew it was a trick of some kind. But if anyone... maybe, I don't know, maybe ghosts roam and wander, but I thought they'd stick to a specific place of haunting.
Can I roll for this, Gethin?
What do you want to roll for?
I think probably Arcana, really, isn't it?
What are you particularly trying to figure out?
Right.
I'm asking, do we know
I have experience with ghosts, or does Bast have experience with ghosts?
The mechanics of a haunting.
Okay. In this instance, roll me religion, but with your default.
So that religion is wisdom?
Intelligence.
Intelligence.
Oh, right, that's a 20
Can
for
I try?
19.
I was going to say, can I try and give advantage?
I mean, if you want.
Yeah.
That's right.
That would be a 1 for...
Establishing Aderyn does not.
a 2 for 1.
You start having an internal conversation, Ximori, essentially, with Bat. Where you start kind of like reaching out like to Bat. I'll tell you what, how do you reach out to Bast?
Just sort of, as I'm just sort of like standing there, I sort of have my arms a bit, like thinking. So I have some mind like chewing on my hand a bit as I think. I just like bite it down a little bit more, break the skin. Sort of tapping into that sort of slightly more bestial sort of side and just thinking like, I mean, I bit one. I know. Have you bit something like that before?
They were odd. Not what I would have expected from mere spectres.
So you've come across spectres before then?
Not significantly, but the taste of the one you did consume felt
So lemony.
familiar.
You think it's like a sort of thing where they just like are everywhere, but like on the other side of the like curtain, or if there's like places where there's more of them? Yeah, are they more like cows? You know, that you'll find a cow in a field, but like a chicken you'll find in a coop.
They are often tethered in some capacity, but there are those who find ways to take and bind and open holes.
More like cows then.
But roll me an insight check tomorrow.
Ximori's brain needs tested.
Flat 15.
Flat 15. Bast said something about the fact that they tasted familiar, despite him saying also that he doesn't have much interaction with ghosts. With a 15, you get the feeling that something about these creatures, they are not purely spectres. Bast is not necessarily a font of knowledge, but he's giving you this hint of just like, there might be more to this than just undead spirits.
Yeah, I sort of come back into the room like, so they're not chickens, but they're not cows either.
What, Ximori? What are you on about?
Oh,
I was
I don't
asking
think-
for the move from
Yeah.
Goliath.
I don't think they're just like straight ghosts, if that makes sense.
Alright.
Something wrong with them. Because, like, you know, a cow will, like, be in a field. And it's, like, great big open space, but, like, they could also just be, like, out. Like, you don't have to,
you
like,
think-
fence a cow in. But a chicken...
So what? Let me try to understand you here. I think what you're saying is they're not trapped to one specific place, but they don't have complete free roam.
I think...
Like they're tied.
they're
to
not like... They're, like, in an area we expect them to be, but they're not, like... You know, stuck in, like, that one room.
So the ghost that I saw the previous night could have been the same one that we saw in the house.
Could have been the same one.
Hmm.
Could have not been.
And it can just move. They have a potentially larger range.
Maybe one latched. Maybe when we
Maybe.
were out and about, one latched onto you or something.
Maybe. Right, well,
Yeah, I don't know much about, like, ghosts and spooks and stuff, but I mean,
I might see it easier if I pretend that definitely was the one. I don't want to imagine more spectres flying around the city.
yeah, I think with all the rumours I heard, there's probably more. And if your friends are going about and, like,
Yeah.
drawing attention to areas, there's probably going to be more from that.
From what I remember, which is not a lot, they appear to have gotten this. I think this is new. I don't recognise this at all. Maybe whatever happened to me and others was a turning point that, I don't know, it seemed like in the visions that a lot of people were dying, so maybe they are now fewer in number and getting desperate.
I worry, Arquen, that your friends might have a link to the shard.
Yeah, I worry that
Those
too.
runes were very familiar, and that is a grave concern.
The Vashar attacked a mining town, which this is during the lead up to a campaign, a crusade. That's a
Or, like,
pretty choice target.
someone took down the fence on them. Because there's not as
Is it
many
part of the-
Stormcrest and stuff around.
Sorry, what was that?
We know how, like, cows in a field, but you can, like, put a fence around the field.
This is still
That's like the
cow
Stormcrests.
metaphor, yeah.
Yeah. That's like the Stormcrests that have been, you know, like, around and about, like, making sure, like, you know, stuff doesn't happen that shouldn't.
Mm.
But now they're all going away.
Yeah.
I want to
Like-
know, Aderyn, because Aderyn's brain's weird. Is the cow metaphor helping or hindering Aderyn? Part of me's like, I imagine that she's gone.
Yeah.
The mic
You
did
cut
not pick
out
that
the-
up, unfortunately.
They said that we can milk the ghosts.
Can we milk
farming
ghosts?
spot.
I could just imagine, like, we're
Only if
talking
you've got
normal
magical
stuff, and Aderyn's
gloves.
like, and then
Bee farm.
Ximori comes in with cows, and she's like, I get it. Aderyn's never seen a cow. I know, joking.
Still silent for some reason.
What is with this mic?
It's because it's keying to Chris's voice because he's the loud one in the room, and so Sarah being quieter it takes time to readjust to Sarah's voice. So what Sarah needs to do is
to sing a note.
Yeah, Sarah needs to speak a sentence to get the mic to twitch.
You do it.
Do re mi fa sol la.
Keep talking, Sarah. We get a laugh. That's fun.
She's too embarrassed to talk now, Geth, because you pointed it out.
Yeah.
It's not Sarah's fault. It's Discord connecting to one voice and then trying to do its Discord noise cancellation.
Can you hear me perfectly well still?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you're super loud.
There we go.
There we go.
I put the
Be
mic
closer to the microphone.
I put the mic more.
What you got to do is you got to put tape on the table at this point to know where the mic has to be. Stick Chris at the back of the room. It might balance out.
Yeah, if they're not coming here tonight, then I think that we should go and find them tomorrow night.
Yeah.
For now, we need to rest.
We should go clothes shopping tomorrow, Aderyn, because they saw you in that dress. So
I've got my gold dress.
that might be a bit too attention catching.
We reckon we can pick up our magic items as well tomorrow.
No, it's been a day.
No, we said a week.
In less than a day.
I still want to go back to the shop, to be honest, because I've realised I'm looking at my nice sword and I'm like, this needs some magical enchantments on it. So.
What we need is to bring you down to a 6.
What?
From your comfortable 7. No.
What?
Arquen. What? If Aderyn's going around the gold dress, that's a 10. Everyone's going to be paying attention.
He doesn't know what that is.
Need to pull it back.
I can just go back to my old lady outfit.
The old lady outfit, I feel, doesn't entirely hold up to scrutiny if someone were to get up close to you. In passing, sure.
It's very obviously a fake old lady.
If we just dress you like a different person.
Why don't we also get you a wand while we're at the magic shop so that you can leave the crystal staff, which is unfortunately so obvious behind. How about we take the crystal off and put it in the wand?
But then what if it doesn't work the same? You don't understand. This is the whole reason that I can
control it.
More or less control it.
So we shouldn't snap it in half to make it smaller and easy to move around.
No. What we can do is we can try and disguise it and hide it. We'll put a cloth over the crystal.
Right, so tomorrow, clothes shopping, make Aderyn look like Tauri.
I'll go
find a wand.
What? Like Tauri?
You made them look like twins.
Well, because Tauri kind of blends in, but it's still their own thing.
The alternative is we make you look like me.
I don't think that's a good idea. I don't know where we find a bunch of bronze.
I mean, she's a slip of a girl. I've got spare. I take off a gauntlet and it's
covers the thigh.
Arquen, what do you want to do in terms of Paramar or anything of that effect tonight?
If they are coming here tonight, I want to question them.
The question is where do you go? You're currently up in a penthouse, so you have no idea whether they're here or not.
I will go down to the bottom floor.
Sure.
Are you letting us know that you are going to do this?
Yeah, I'm going to suggest to them that they come up here.
I'm going to say one of those. If you go down to the bar, I might wait down you stealthed so that I can be it. So I can cosplay Strider in the corner.
Yeah.
But secondly, so that you've got backup in case something goes wrong. But yes, suggest that we do the meeting in the penthouse.
Yeah, I'll let you know what the people that usually come with them and sort of hide in the crowd look like.
I'll come down with you. I'll make sure I'll stay hidden, but just to make sure you're not alone. Everyone else wait up here, and you're all a little bit more noticeable.
I was just gonna.
Some of
Just
us
gonna go for a walk.
tend not to be the same person, but sure.
I mean, Tauri, if you want to as well. But
I thought I might just go have a quick walk around
if
because
you
I'm
want
still
to
feeling a bit.
walk, yeah, that makes sense. You walk it off.
So who's going down?
One more.
Me.
I'm going to try and stealth.
I'm
Okay.
going to go down and then just blend in with the crowd, like
The rest of my stealth.
just change into a few more basic clothes.
Sure. Roll myself, Balrick. Tauri, you'll fine. You disguise yourself. It's not necessarily an issue. Wait for Chris.
27.
27. Stridering in the corner very successfully. It helps that tonight there is quite a lot of energy in the bar, thanks to Lesley. And Arquen, you go downstairs kind of at the table you were at the night before, essentially. And it's late into the evening and you're like, if they were here... You put your armor back on, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
They saw me with it last time, so I don't think I'll look too suspicious.
The evening's wearing on, you're like, they would have been here, they probably have come already. And just before like you're kind of like gonna call it for the night, because like it's basically midnight, the door opens up to just in time for last calls to be called, as basically the 30-odd men and women who had been raked into Titan Ball come back in, covered in sweat, beat marks, some definitely carrying dislocated arms, lots of abrasions, couple of black eyes, multiple people limping, one guy in a wheelchair. You are fairly confident he was in it to start with. They all come in, and amongst the throng is a bronze dragonborn you're quite familiar with. Again, wreathed in sweat, clearly having a great time as part of the conversation. Like, gets in, orders a few drinks with people, doesn't immediately notice you. But I will give you with your insight's not bad. It is more like he probably was on his way here and got distracted.
Sucked in.
Yeah. Seems the type.
Yes.
Yeah. Are there any of his shadows around?
Roll me a perception check. Since you mentioned it to Balrick as well, I'll let Balrick roll as well.
27.
I got 20. Dirty.
Balrick, you don't notice any of the ones that were pointed out by Arquen initially. Arquen, because you're paying close attention to Koromar specifically, you do notice that Finian is also here. Doesn't look to have got that involved. A little bit more put together, but is still part of the crowd that's like grabbing drinks and everything like that.
I will catch Finian's eye as well. They're like, raise a drink. Like, flick my eyes over to Koromar and then motion to the stairs.
Okay. Roll me a persuasion check.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. I'm gonna. Oh, natural 20 for a 24.
Finian in that moment, not caught up in the bloodlust of Titan Ball, does kind of like gives a questioning look. You kind of get the idea that like he is here because Koromar's coming here. He's not here for you. But in that instance, just like, gets Koromar's attention. Koromar kind of notices you. You kind of head off early, and then eventually they kind of join you in the stairwell, where you lead them up.
Up to the penthouse.
They do get the idea that like you want to have a conversation in private, so they don't start any kind of conversation. Koromar is carrying 2 pints because he needs to rehydrate.
I snatch a flagon off the table. I would like everyone else to be there as well. I'll also motion to Balrick to follow.
I think the moment we see you move with someone, we move with you.
I will say Lesley isn't there because Lesley is currently having multiple rounds of drinks bought for him, and I don't think he knows his own name.
Lesley's had the shit kicked out of him, and also is drunk.
He is the happiest you lot have ever seen.
Yeah. However, for a clandestine covert operation, completely fucking useless.
I mean, that's Lesley normally.
Yes.
Yeah. As we sort of head up.
I'm sure Emma appreciates the character assassination we're doing.
Great stealth if needed.
Assassination?
Has got much better dex than I have. Doesn't have disadvantage on stealth. Is still charismatic. Honestly, I'm the bad spy here.
Sorry,
I'm so distinctive. I've got fucking horns. I'm 6'7".
Koromar has massive, bone frills.
Yeah.
You don't talk about the height. Balrick is nearly 8 foot and disappears.
Yeah. See, be more subtle like Ximori, a 4 foot wide, 5'7".
A 4 foot wide, 4 foot tall, 4 foot deep cube.
How do you loom?
No, that's the wrong campaign. That's the other barbarian.
How do you manage to loom like that?
I just scare them until their knees give out.
You do not see me. I don't see you.
Anyway.
Yes. Head up to the penthouse. Imagine there's a table as well as the conversation pit.
Yes. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
It's been cracked in half by Dirk. There was a table in the conversation pit, and it's like...
Yes.
Okay. I'll go in through the door. I'll sort of, the whole sort of waiting for them to get round the corner and see the door I went through, and they come in. I imagine that Aderyn and Tauri and Ximori all here.
Ximori's gone for a walk. Ximori said.
Yeah, I've gone for a walk.
Cool off.
Yeah. Cool. So you enter into the room, eventually kind of sitting down. There's this awkwardness where no one's quite sure who wants to talk first in this instance. And then eventually Finian just puts down his halfling-sized tankard. And just Koromir here said you're a useful one, so I suppose I just want to know who he's talking to.
Do I remember Finian at all? Because I know I recognise the halfling, the woman, but she's not here, is she?
You didn't recognise the halfling woman.
The older woman?
You didn't recognise her to any meaningful capacity.
Okay, sorry, I think I got the wrong end of the stick on that one.
I think you might have just recognised her from an earlier point in the night, if I remember correctly, or something like that.
Yeah. I don't suppose I remember anything about this fella.
Nothing about him rings a bell. Not like Koromar, where there's something especially now, after what happened a couple of hours ago. You're
I will preface this and say that I do not know who either of you are, I'm afraid.
Koromar kind of just what do you mean?
The man you knew as Huron? He died. I am known as Arquen.
Yeah, no, you said that last night. It's a cover, obviously.
I will pull off the bandana. Does this look like cover to you?
No.
That said, I have had flashes of memory. I remember good times and a sense of righteousness, doing what is good, if not legal.
There's a bit of you still in there, at least.
And now, I come to this city. I meet people that I seemingly knew. And in fact, I'll tell you a story. On the way here, we came across a small mining town up in the mountains, up in the hills. Torn to shreds. Cannibalized. Its people and its possessions and materials. By dark, fiendish creatures. And Vashar. On the way to this tavern, we encountered dark spirits of vengeance. And one of them, I am sort of like leaning a little bit into this, one of them took the form of someone that I seemingly knew very well.
Who?
He called me my love. And I pull out the silver music box from my pocket, and I slam it down on the table and open it up, and that little rotating figure inside and the sort of clipped elven dirge plays. So, why is it, when I followed you earlier today, the same Vashar markings that I found in that house that had seen such grief and bloodshed were the same you were carving into the walls around this city? The same dark magic.
Hey, look, pal, I don't know what the hell you're accusing us of, but we ain't doing any kind of dark magic or nothing.
Inside check.
Feel free.
Him, I believe.
Roll me 2, actually.
Okay, so the one for Karamar was a 15, 17, sorry.
Yeah.
And the other was a natural 20.
Cool. Finian gets immediately defensive. But not defensive in a trying to hide stuff, in a offended way. Like you are accusing him of dark magic, where he's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't know you and you're coming here accusing me of stuff. I came here in good faith and you're being aggressive kind of way, right? The insight check on Karamar. Karamar's gone quiet and is staring at that music box. But Finian's just like, mate, look, it's clear Karamar here is wrong, and you've got no reason. What reason do we have to? Nah, he told us you were a good one, that you could help us out. But if you're just gonna come in here and accuse us of, I don't know what, trying to summon spirits and demons, then nah, we can't be having any of you in there.
I saw what I saw. The script you were using, that you scrawled into the walls around the city, the same script in that house.
Show me what script you're talking about.
I'll ask Tauri to show the markings.
Yeah, this is just what we use to mark out particular points of interest. Just denotes certain things, like passage of guards and shit. Like you're talking about summoning spirits and that. Karamar, what do you say this guy was?
Runes, aren't they? These are like abyssal runes, aren't they?
That's what Tauri has claimed they are, right? Based on Tauri's knowledge, they are abyssal runes. I will carry over the nat 20 on Finian for this. He seems to earnestly believe that's what they're being used for. He's not covering anything to that capacity.
These are abyssal runes. The language of demons.
It's a better name.
Who told you to carve these runes, to use this script?
I don't know, it's just what we've always kind of used.
There must have been an origin.
Well, I mean, I guess Galhana's the longest person who's been in the group, but I don't know whether it originally comes from her. It's just what we use. It's like thieves' camp, but making sure we don't get mixed up in whatever the chain are doing, you know? At this point, like, Koromar looks up. Like, Koromar's been deep in thought and, like, just cuts the conversation out. Just like... I'm guessing that Farath didn't make it then.
Is that who he was?
Maybe this isn't the time, but yeah, you and him made that music box, and I mean, I lost track of you both during that fight. A couple of us fled. I thought, I don't know. Look, we made some mistakes in the past, but still believe in what we stood for. There's good people that have been done wrong, and someone's got to pay for it.
I would, if I were you, inquire with whoever it is this Galhana is as to what these runes mean, because have you ever been to a house? I'd sort of describe where it is, where the Night of Purgatory happened.
I mean, I can't say I was here. Finian's just like, I mean, I don't have a map of them or nothing, but usually those kind of houses tend to be abandoned, good places to meet up.
What do these runes say to you?
So you point out the ones from the house, yeah?
Yeah.
It's like, well, that one just denotes that it's a safe house that hasn't been discovered yet. If we discover it through, we kind of strike it out, as it were, so people know not to hang out there. That kind of covers like what we feel is safe to discuss there, rather than any kind of bigger topics. That one actually denotes what kind of supplies to stash there. Did you find any of them?
We found only torment and grief.
Poetic, aren't you, mate?
Dying twice will do that.
Coromir chuckles a little bit, like remembering previous natures. Coromir turns to you and just like, look, regardless of what you seem to think these things are, they're They ain't. Right? At least, not as far as me and Finian are concerned. I came here to see whether you'd be interested in joining. Helping out. But if you're not the man I knew, then...
I'm not the same man. That much is clear. But I still believe in justice, in righteousness. Yeah. Just that I've died twice since then. The world isn't what it used to be to me.
The world's never been what it pretends to be, mate. You taught me that.
I'd punch him on the shoulder.
Look. As I say, Finian came here to check you out, but as far as I'm concerned, even if you don't remember, same bloke's in there. I don't feel like I've explained any of this to you. This conversation went in a much different direction than I was initially planning, I will be honest.
And before we move on, I will say that you definitely need to inquire as to what these runes mean, because you can't summon vengeance spirits with thieves' cant.
No, but you can summon the chain, and to be honest, I don't know which is worse.
I think anyone would say that castigators are worst.
We can all agree with that.
And that is what you would bring down upon your heads.
That is what we're seeking to bring down entirely, mate. Justice has gone unserved since that night for too long. I think it's about time that... Well, enough of us think that people should get the justice they've been looking for. That's what we're working towards. That's why I wanted to bring you in. You understand that, mate? But hey, if it's not for you, it's not for you. I ain't gonna drag you if you've got a different life to live now.
Well, it just so happens we're at a bit of a loose end for the next week. Or at least... Sorry, I haven't introduced my companions. I'll motion to each of them to sort of like introduce themselves in case they want to use a fake name.
No, it's Balrick. Yeah, you were the only one in the penthouse when he got in.
What about Deck?
Deck,
how do they react to Deck?
They obviously knew Deck from previously, because Deck was underneath the table.
Yeah.
The whole situation in the conversation hasn't necessarily been a thing for them to discuss.
I do think Balrick has been taking a slightly mildly threatening pose in that he's been next to Deck, sharpening his sword in that ritual he does every night.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like there is a muscle in the room.
Look, Finian turns to you all. You're an odd bunch, I gotta say, but you're far more capable than half the ones we got running for us, by the looks of it.
Damn good in a fight.
Everyone says that until they come face to face with the castigator, mate.
Yeah.
I do have one question. Because you've said an awful lot about justice, but you haven't been clear. What do you stand for?
The scars.
What fight are you fighting?
Give us the spiel.
Binion goes quiet at that point, and Koromar, who's much more the bigger personality, steps up. He's like, No, I wasn't here when this happened, but when I arrived, I could see the pain still being caused by it. That night of purgatory, whatever they want to call it, whether they call it a night that they dealt with problems early, or, as everyone else deems it, a night that things went wrong, was never explained, never justified. And a lot of people died, and even more people are left to bear the scars of it, of what they witnessed, of who they lost, and what it all meant. And all this sprung up out of us trying to help people. I'm sure some of you noticed the meeting we had here a couple of nights ago now. Last night, I don't remember. I took a lot of blows to the head tonight. That's for the common folk, right? Anyone who is seeking a little bit of support for, yes, originally the acts of that night, but since then, whatever acts the Empire seems to cause harm to people. A few of us from there are a little more angry about it than others, feel a little bit more capable of achieving things, right? While complete revolution might be beyond us, we can at least get some measure of revenge, measure of justice and repayment. So, we've stolen food from delivery wagons heading to Brecklin City and distributed it amongst the slums and other people disenfranchised. We've paid some visits to some, overly aggressive guards to stop their unruly behaviours with certain citizens. And you know what? That's probably the milder end of stuff for some of us. He looks you up and down, locks eyes with you, Arquen. A couple of us, say, put the fear of God into one of the judges, convince him into retiring a little early. But, there's only so much we can do. But we can try and take out the wrong ones as much as possible.
Is this the same organisation that I joined?
No, the Sparrows, as far as I know, are still stopping Gaiden, mate. Last I heard, they were taken over by some cretin that bastardised the name of it.
Sparrows?
Yeah. Allies of the Sparrows, mate.
Gotta remember, I don't remember anything.
You and I you led, to be honest, group name as Allies of the Sparrow. Did basically the same thing, just up near Griffkeep instead.
Is that where we're from?
Yeah. It's now military. It was always a military city, but it's an even bigger one now.
Crusade.
Yeah. Leaves a lot of holes for us to, slip through.
What are you called now again?
A few different names. Compass Knight seems to be the most common. At this point, Finian does turn up and just go. And again, talk of demons. Knight's Demons sounds kind of fun. You gotta like, you gotta play on words off Knight's Compass. It's where we all came from.
Yeah. I know, I like Compass Knights.
Seems to do
Knights
the whole
Compass.
honour thing somewhat.
I mean, from my understanding, you've got to think about optics.
Look, I don't know if this is you being in or not, but let's just say we're building to something big, something that should force a major play. get some significant measure of justice for everyone. And perhaps maybe at that point we can just go back to being the petty thieves we once were, mate, rather than trying to destabilise an entire government. Because I'll be honest, it's a bit beyond me. I'm just the muscle. You were always the smart one, you and Farrell. Although that last mission probably wasn't the best idea.
At some point, you'll have to tell me about it.
Yeah.
But
I'd like to, mate.
So my name was Huron.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like it.
Sometimes you got to change your name. Look. I'll be around. If you want to talk to me, just mention it to Shen. I'm sure we can run into each other at that point. If you're
Don't worry.
seriously interested in, if not joining, helping out.
I mean, I know where you meet when you don't come here, so
What are you talking about?
you've got to watch your back.
And Finney kind of like smacks him on the back of the head. Right, to be
I mean,
clear,
nobody else followed you, so
I still don't trust you. You've accused
I don't
me of
trust you.
witchcraft, essentially, which if that got out, we'd be fucked.
You do definitely need to inquire as to where you got these runes from. Because if you don't, you could be building something much worse than you think.
Fine. You breathe a word of anything that we've said here tonight to anyone.
Yeah. What are you going to do? Kill me?
Yeah.
It won't stick. It never does.
We'll see. Finian kind of like drains the last of his flagon of ale. Right, turns to Cormor. Cormor, you can stay if you want, mate, but I'm in enough. Cormor kind of looks to you as to whether you want him to stay for a conversation or not.
You kind of needs to go to bed at this point. I'll catch up with him.
Let's go have drinks downstairs, mate.
Cool.
Anyone else?
Once they leave the room, Aderyn is going to turn to the group and go, I think we should help them with what they're doing. You heard them. They're helping people.
A lot of people say they want to help people. The chain says it helps people.
Castigators will insist what they're doing is helping people. You've got to make sure it's the right kind of help.
I might know how to take down the castigators.
Oh, they've got no chance. But I do agree that they seem to be on the same rough side we are. But I mean, I'm worried that they're not. I mean, they didn't even know. They were carving things into walls that they didn't even know what they meant. I'm worried that. I'm not worried about their intentions. I'm worried they're going to get us into more trouble than we need.
We don't have to get directly involved. We can just use them.
We'll go along with it for now, I think. But especially you need to keep a low profile. We all do. We stand out too much as is. And there's Derek. I mean, Ximori's not a subtle person. they can handle themselves out on the street right now, but like they're noticeable and they're memorable. We're in a dangerous place. I don't feel that comfortable. I don't feel very comfortable in the city anyway. But there's many castigators. The chain potentially breathing down our neck if we step wrong. You've also put a little bit of a warning on our back now as well. Not that you did wrong, just it's happened. I think we want to keep a low profile, survive the week, and get out of here. But if it's with little things, I'm willing to help them. They clearly need it. Tauri, you're being awful quiet.
Helping them is not necessarily a bad thing. However, we also need to work out and keep our ear out for any hint of castigators looking for us. Especially as I still currently have this wonderful thing on my arm that we need to get rid of.
That's a great point.
And getting some money a legitimate way would also be sensible. If we are wanting to leave here, it makes sense to leave here with more coin in our pocket so that we don't need to necessarily worry about that in the future. For a while, anyway.
So,
those are just my opinions.
Let's get some rest and we'll see what Arquen says in the morning.
For what it's worth, Arquen, I think you should talk to them.
Arquen's downstairs drinking.
Oh.
It's just us three in the room.
I thought he stayed.
You're psychic.
Just to establish the connection first. Who is your connection with right now? No. Right. At the time. Right.
Well, as you lot all kind of debate the complex situation you are all in, Arquen goes to try and gain memories while getting drunk. And Ximori has gone for a wander about town to clear their head. I'm sure at some point Lesley will stumble back up to the room singing songs and football chants. I think there is a decent place for us to stop. A lot of questions to still figure out and paths to choose. You have a week ahead in the city of Andemon. So next time we'll do a little bit of kind of downtime stuff and jump in and out of things. So have a think as to what you want to be doing over the next week. Trying to keep your head down, perhaps. But we will close this chapter of our story there and pick it up again another time. Until then, see you later. Jesus, I'm tired.